Online. Offline consumption.
Yeah. Yes. I just turned it.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's Zoom meeting for the People's Law of Terra Australis. Welcome, I am Stavros, your host for the evening. Today's date is the 12th of March, 2026. Thank you, one, and thank you all for joining us tonight live on our Zoom meeting tonight. And for those who are watching back on our Odyssey video channels, thank you for spending the time with us.
I don't know why.
And spend the time to get educated. Again, a big week. We have another few announcements later on to make during the meeting. First of all, there's a few ground rules to go through. First of all, please be mindful of your behaviour while in the chat. Any comments that are deemed inappropriate will be not tolerated. Please be respectful of everyone's individual needs, everyone's individual opinions as well. So just be respectful of that. Anything that is deemed inappropriate will be dealt with by the administrators. First of all, if you are new or an ongoing Zoom meeting participant, there's a few things to do down right now. You can go to the bottom of the screen, click on the chat icon, as that's where we share information between ourselves, such as links, websites, documents, etc. It's shared within that chat window, so you're able to access that and later on at the conclusion of the meeting, save those details. So you can go to the top of that chat window, the three dots, and save the chat. So if there's a website or any information that you found useful, you're able to keep a copy for yourselves. While you're down there, click on the share button, or should I say next to the react button actually, and that's where we ask how we get about asking questions. So if you click on the react button, you'll have a little screen that comes up, a little black square, and it'll say raise hand. So click on raise hand. That's how we ask questions, and we'll answer the questions in order of the hands going up. And also, if you're new, please feel free to hit that raise hand button now, so know that you're new to the People's Law of Terra Australis, because we'd love to hear about from how you found about the People's Law of Terra Australis and where you are based on this big blue planet of ours as well. We also do have the breakout room. So if you're very green, very new to us, and haven't done the affidavit, you will be able to click on the join out breakout room, and that will take you to the wonderful Selma. I think she's 2 squares down, 1 across from me. She's there in the blue waving. Selma will be able to assist you with any questions you have about the affidavit. And as you might not be aware, the affidavit is the highest document in the legal system, and the basis for us doing the affidavit is being honourable and making a clear distinction between the living man and woman and the trust account name, and that's called personage, which is actually a criminal crime. So that's the reason why we do an affidavit, to make a clear standing between our living status of a living man or woman and the trust account. Also rebut any contracts, rebut all the presumptions of law, and rebut the unum sanctum, so that we remain in honour at all times, and if we come before them, that we have clean hands. So that's why we do the affidavit. So first of all, if you're new, please feel free to raise your hand to say g'day. And what we said this year, that we've changed the format. So the first part of the Zoom meeting will specifically address questions and answers you have in general context. So if you have questions specifically for the affidavit, that's for Selma, and we do have something like 5 years worth of videos and information out there for you to go back and read and write and watch all the videos, get the information you require to do your affidavit. And then the second part of the meeting will be specifically for court issues. So if you're being forced to appear before their court, we will answer your questions specifically to any court cases, any court documents that you receive, etc., and any other court-related information that you require. So first of all, we'll open up the floor. Anyone new tonight, please feel free to raise your hand right now. Do we have any new ones? I think we do have a lot of our regulars here, part of the People's Law family. Have looked through all the chats yet, but I think we've got a lot of the family here still. Excellent. We'll open the floor right now. Hello, Maria. How are you?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Just one question. Can you speak a bit louder? I can't hardly hear you. The volumes are very low.
I have got them all up. Let's just double check. Yep, they're all up. Okay, yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I've lost you. Yeah, sorry. I'm interested in making a trust, and I've heard that irrevocable trusts are the ones to go for. Do you have documentations on how to do that?
We do have a trust document we have been working on. Is that available to release yet, Supershell, that trust document? You there, Supershell? Sure, she can hear me. You there, Supershell? The trust documents.
She's still working on the old one at the moment.
Okay, still working on the
In
old one.
the chat.
Okay, thank you.
But the way before before the documents are released, the best way to start to protect yourself is sell it from the fiction into the living man or living woman. So we do have documents there to have a bill of sale from the fiction to the living name to start the process.
Okay,
when things are listed with the surname, and you register things with GovCode, that's when you give them the authority you're the owner of the item, and they still have the way to do that trust and to get your property.
So if you do your work thing, like you're saying, that means you sell it you sell it from the straw man to the living man.
Yeah. So you might have you put your full trust account name, which is your name at birth, which is registered.
Yeah.
And you sell a single silver dollar from the fiction name to the living man or living woman name.
Okay. Is that just to make the trust, or is that?
That's you as the living man and woman selling it from the fiction to the living, so that it takes it out from the jurisdiction of the public into the private.
Okay. Is that
So
if you have more than one property, is that you do it for each property, or is that for
whatever you want to protect it and take it out from the hands of the public realm into the private?
Okay. And if it's owned with other people who are not on your page, what do we do?
Basically, what that means is that percentage of interest is protected. So if it's between you and a husband,
yeah,
then 50% of that interest is protected because the one has sold it from the fiction to the living man or living woman. So
okay.
that is secured. It's just the other party is
over to Alex's one.
Yeah.
So would you be able to put the link on so that I could go straight to that and have a look?
Yeah, so someone will put it in the chat. So it's basically the bill of sale. So generally we have two bill of sales that go with the affidavit, which is generally the house and the automobile. They're the main two big assets individuals have. So we do have that.
Okay.
Someone will put that in the chat during the course of the course of the
Mhm.
Zoom meeting.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, there's Alex mentioned same thing. We do have other videos specifically for bill of sales as well that you can go through and have a look at that as well to show you the process as well. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, we'll head over to Zephyr up in Happy Rock. Greetings, Happy Rocky Ann, Rocky
G'day.
person, Happy Stone person, all the above.
Just I've probably got a quick one, mate. Just to the generally to the group. With the disconnection of Ergon, do they just do it from the meter box, or is it done from the street?
Reading the meter.
Yeah. So we don't know if they're going to threat for a disconnection of
Yep.
of Ergon. Do they just do it to the meter box, or do they do it from the street access? You know, like sort of.
As far as I know, generally they go to the meter box and they put a clip on it. Alex mentioned depends whether it's a smart meter or not as well. So is it a smart meter or is it one of the old school proper ones that actually come on the property, actually have to read and actually do the work?
Correct. That's what it is. Yep.
So I'm guessing they would have to come onto the property to do it then.
Interesting.
I could, if you mind, I could do it off the pole anyway. If you got poles or disconnect.
No, it's not off the pole. It's underground service. So
Yeah.
they've got
They can disconnect that without coming onto your property.
Yep.
Okay.
Has anyone had that happen?
I've had it disconnected off a smart meter, but that was only click.
Yep.
Still invoicing and whatnot. So yeah.
Yep.
Did they actually identify who they were, or just came on the property today, or
CCTV, mate, no introduction at all.
just walked onto the property without nothing?
Yeah, actually stopped, read the OH&S, read the,
It's okay.
and continued on to the meter box, and they didn't have access to it because it's got a padlock on it.
So I think that possibly the CEO should get a notice and some invoices maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
On this day, these two individuals were observed trespassing.
Yep.
Give a counter offer, I guess, or give them an offer saying, I will consider the matter settled if you do this. And
Okay.
so, have you? The question is, have you given written notification to the CEO previously as well?
Yeah, all that. So there's a
So say
better
it's medicine
particulars.
dispute. So the matter's been ventilated, so it's in dispute, and you still haven't provided any documentation or any proof, etc.
Yep.
Oh, well, does it say? Well, yep. Here's the invoice for two individuals trespassing on the property without consent. Here's the date and time that they were observed trespassing.
Cool. Yeah, I just didn't know which one it was, whether it was that, because that's where they went to, not out the front.
Okay.
So which they have to come onto the property.
You might put a clause and say if it is disconnected, then they agree to pay additional fees for disconnecting because it's still in dispute.
Yep.
So you might say, if you do go ahead and disconnect the power, even though it's in dispute and you still haven't provided documentation or etc. evidence to your claim, then you agree to pay $10 million to Zephyr. Whatever amount that you see fit will be remedy to the matter.
Yep. Oh, sweet. We'll do that.
Put an extra couple of zeros on there. They I'm sure that they won't knock their profits too much.
Yep. I have put a notice on that little green box too.
Yeah. Alex also asked, have you sent a notice of legal liability with the previous notice? Excellent. Yeah.
That was the second part of the better and further particulars, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I sent both of those.
But sometimes some of us use that as a separate document and all together, or it's just part of the notes of further better particulars. Sometimes I like to separate them, so when they get a nice envelope from me, there's like 4 or 5 different documents. It's a psychological mind playing with them. So they get 5 documents just to spread out. So it's a psychological thing with them, just to play with them. They don't like that as well for some reason.
Yeah, I might do that as well then.
Yeah. They go, what, 3 documents? What the? Oh, and then the invoice. Then the fee schedule and everything else.
Yep.
It's just the psychological thing that plays with them the most, which is they're not used to.
Copy that.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, mate.
Alex is going to jump in.
I was just going to say, Zeph, just a reminder to them, can they please confirm that as a corporation, they can only contract with a individual or other fictional entity, that they are not allowed or under law to contract with a living man? Can they confirm that?
Okay. Yep.
It was just for everybody's benefit. A corporation cannot contract with a living man or living woman. They can only contract with a fiction, i.e. the surname. So what they do is they trick you, and you go in and you think that you, as a living man or woman, are contracting with the company. You can't. You're not allowed to. So what they do is they make the presumption that you are acting as the trust account, as the surety for the trust account. So they contract with the trust account. However, if they don't tell you that, they have not fully disclosed, and the contract is voided ab initio from the beginning. So you can turn it around on them, Zeph. So I'm more than happy to pay the bill, but it's in the wrong name. It's got to be in the name of, quote, the living man name, comma, of the bloodline, quotes, and the family bloodline. If they send you a bill in that, then you can address it. What they will probably do is that they will create an account to your given names, Mr. John Robert, etc., thereby getting themselves deeper into their fraud. Now, how do I know that? Because I've been having this lovely dance with Origin for the last 5.5 years, and they've threatened to disconnect my gas, my electricity about 6 times. And I just keep throwing it back in their face, saying the matter's in dispute because there's a fraud being perpetrated because you changed the contract. You made a contract that was fraudulent to begin with. Then you changed it to another fraudulent name. And then when you realized that didn't work, you changed it back to the other original fraudulent name again, all without consent, all without consultation. Document everything. Are you getting electricity with them?
Yes.
Have you got solar?
No.
No. Anyone who does have solar, that is your power, and you can sell it back to them at whatever price you want. And if they don't want to accept your price, they can't contract with you. So originally I negotiated to get it at 14 cents per kilowatt. And the next time the contract came around, they said they were going to reduce it to 4 cents a kilowatt. And I said, I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. But since we're renegotiating, if you want to renegotiate, I will sell it to you for 25 cents a kilowatt. Now, they didn't accept that. And ever since, they've been stealing my power.
Oh.
So they have dug a very nice deep hole for them. And I've asked to speak to their fraud department numerous times. Their lawyers will not speak to me. So they can't take action against me if they are not being prepared to resolve the matter. Now, here's the difference. Because they've created the contract in the name of the fiction, my office of executor handles everything, saying we have no record of any agreement or contract. And the living man becomes a witness to it. So it's good fun. You've just got to be patient, persistent, paperwork, paperwork, paperwork.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thanks, mate.
So, Alex, just on that, if the living man becomes a witness, and if they take you to court, for example, you can't be the living man in the courtroom, though, right?
I would never be the living man in the courtroom because the living man is not being accused.
Right. So how does that work then when you're the living man, but you're acting as a witness?
Well, the Office of Executor can bring anyone into the witness box.
Oh, okay.
So the Office of Executor says, I'm now going to call the living man, and you name the living man to be a witness, an eyewitness to this matter.
Right. And the judge has to accept that, right?
Has to.
Yeah.
Because you've not entered the courtroom as the living man.
Right.
You've entered the courtroom as the Office of the Executor.
Oh, I see. Okay, brilliant.
And when you get in the witness, it's like, if let's say it's a speeding fine, and you ask the cop to identify you, and you say, is the person in the room? And the stupid cop will go, yes, that's him there. So then you get into the witness box and you take the oath as a living man.
Oh, right.
So I'm not a person. Under oath, I'm telling this court, I am not a person.
Right.
I'm a living man, and I have not agreed to act as the trust account. That's what a natural person is. That's what they're trying to get you all on, folks. They're charging you as a natural person. And everybody thinks, well, that's a living man. No, it's not. Here's the distinction, and listen carefully. A natural person is the living man acting as the trust account. And for you to act as the trust account, you must have knowledge of do that and consent to it. Thanks, T-Boss.
Excellent. Okay, we'll go over to Neem. What's the update? Is this the
Alistair, well, isn't it funny? It's exactly what you've been talking about. I've got an important notice of gas disconnection today.
Oh, it's important.
Yep. And I'm just afraid, I've got it in, I've got my gas thing in a cage with a lock on it. So they can still see the numbers. They came onto my property anyway, even with trespass notices, and I wasn't home. I was working 2 days ago. I got the notice 2 days ago. And I just want to know, I think I've got a feeling they're going to cut the main. Yeah.
So is it a gas bottle or actual proper line to the house?
No, it's a proper actual line to the house. Yeah. So they can see the numbers and they can read it still.
I would have put some sticky tape over the numbers, like some black masking tape over it.
But I'm concerned they're going to cut the line because that CEO, I mean, he cut me electricity, so he'll probably cut this as well.
That's why you've got to have your paperwork in place.
I've done it all. I've all of it.
You can't say to a bank robber, right? You can't say to a bank robber, oh, look, don't rob the bank, because it's, it's not got good or whatever. But it's the follow-up. That remember, they are criminals, and some of them are stupid enough to do this. Yeah. So get your invoices going and start invoicing the CEO, etc., to the tune of $1 million. Yeah. I send off every month. I send off two invoices to staff in there who have stupid enough to put their names to stuff. Yeah. And each of those gets an invoice for every piece of paper that they send me. I used to invoice them for their SMS messages and their calls, and they stopped doing that straight away. Invoice them, invoice them, invoice them. They do take notice.
Yeah. I was also talking to Oz, the ones that came and did it, and I spoke to her, and I said there's a dispute going on here, and they're going to disconnect my gas. I said, that's pretty unlawful, isn't it, that you're doing this? And she goes, oh, no, we can still disconnect it even if there is a dispute. So she literally said it.
But they've committed a fraud. That's the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You bring up the fact that there is a dispute because you believe that there's a fraud going on because they created a fraudulent contract
Yeah.
through non-disclosure.
So I'll ring them and do that, Alex. Yeah.
Just keep at them. And
Yep,
just for
yep.
everybody's benefit,
Yep.
this is how they've got away with this
Mm.
for decades, folks. They continue to threat, they continue to threat, they continue to threat until you cave in.
Mm. I'm not going to cave in. No.
No.
I just want my options, that's all.
Well, I don't know if we can, if Shell can hear, but you know, there is a document going to go out for a press release tomorrow that may change everything for all of us. And it's very powerful, very lawful, very legal document that's been done. It will be released tomorrow. So I don't know if we can give you all a sniff of it tonight. That's not in my hands, but I have seen the document, and it's going to set the cat amongst the pigeons. So we'll see what announcements Shell's got. If not, we have to find a way that you can get access to this document tomorrow. Once it'll be going out overnight, so we'll see what happens. I mean, it's technically it's not tomorrow. In what's that island where the Dateline starts? I don't know. We'd be getting close. By the end of this meeting, we may officially be at tomorrow in some part of the world. So maybe we can.
Okay.
I'll do a little bit of research.
Myra, come on down, Myra.
Hello, everybody. I'm wanting to do a conditional acceptance for an offer from the landlord. Do I do it from the executor office? From the executor?
What's the landlord? Is it
the executor? Well, they're wanting to rewire the whole flat and modernise the kitchen and bathroom. The bathroom's optional, but they're saying they have to do the wiring and the kitchen. And not only do I have to obviously get up every morning for about 3 weeks at least and let them in, but I either have to stay here all day with them or go somewhere else and then come back every day, you know, every night. And then, but I also have to pack a lot of stuff up, furnishings and other stuff. And it'll take absolutely ages because I'm not very mobile. Plus I've got loads of stuff. And I have to pack it all up and put it in storage, but like they'll pay for the removals and storage. But like it's obviously a lot of palaver and labour for me and time and effort and everything. So like the maxim is a workman is, I forget what it is now, workman is worth his hire or something like that. So I don't work for nothing. So, but I'm not sure whether to do it from the living woman to the living man acting as the CEO or whatever, or do it from the executor to the executor, like the CEO executor, you know?
It'd be pretty simple, straightforward, from the living to the living, because the contract has to be a meeting in the minds.
So will I do it to the living man acting as the CEO, or the living man or woman that sent me the letter, the offer?
Stevos, can I just say something?
Go ahead, Patricia. Yeah.
I think because it's a landlord, that's you know, that's his property. So I don't think you have any leg to stand on. It's his property and he can do it. He's not a, you know, government corporation or anything. So I think you have to do what he says.
We'll just negotiate with him saying, yeah, if he's offering to pay to have things in storage, that's a fair enough thing for him to do.
But yeah, I don't think you have any leg to stand on coming from the office of the executor or the living.
No.
That's what I think.
Have you had a very amicable relationship as a landlord and tenant up until now? So has there been? So have you had no issues with him as a landlord and vice versa, you as a tenant? There's been quite a good relation between you. You there, Myra? Hello, are you there? Oh, no, she's dropped out. Because I'm saying if he's offered to pay, then it's obviously been honourable to do the right thing by ensuring that property has been, taken care of and not going to be damaged. It might be just one of those things that is actually, obviously it's his property, then he wants to do the right thing by ensuring the wiring is done, and then obviously, if this wiring's quite old wiring within the home, townhouse, whatever it is, then yep, Alex.
Yeah, I'm interesting. I've just been listening in. I'm not sure what your beef is.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to make your property safer. If it's got old wiring in it, if your house, if it burnt down and you lost all your goods, you'd be jumping up and down carrying on nobody's business. So I'm not sure is it because it's inconvenient? Is that what your problem is?
You there, Myra? Are you gonna?
There are people who are living on the streets because they can't get a rental. And you've got a landlord that's trying to upgrade the property that you're in, which of course is going to be inconvenient. But where's the gratitude that you've got a landlord that's doing that for you and making your property safe? I'm sorry, I'm confused. Am I missing something?
She's gone.
No, Myra's internet's dropped out.
And she dropped out, I think.
On the screen there, but yeah, nothing. Okay. Okay, well, have you still got a question, Neem, or you still got hand up from before? All good. Okay. Do we have any other general questions? Question and answers. General questions. There we go. We got another one up. Okay, Jessica, come on down. There we go.
I don't know if I'm so video, but can you hear me?
Very faint. It's a very faint. Can you get close to the microphone? And
sorry, I've had to put my phone on my.
Sounds a bit better. Yep.
Sorry, it's just off the record, no one's here with me. Hi. I've got a court hearing coming up where I'm disputing a matter with the cops. Now, I was homeless and reiterating Alex's comments. I completely agree with what he said, and yeah, common sense. But anyway, long story short is that I was homeless and I was borrowing a friend's van to stay in. I was asked to move down the road a bit, and the cops snatched the car and should have come up to me because they didn't introduce themselves. Actually, they can't wear gloves because no authority. It was just a threat. I was harmed in the process, and I'm confessing it. And it's in June, and I just want some advice because I'm going to go in with myself because no one can be here for you but you. So I just want some tips on what I can do about them, standing my honour. I do have some recordings of it, but doing statutes and legislations, I don't legally vote, so it doesn't really apply to the living man or woman when you're not voting. So, for me, I can use that word salad, I've done all the colours and stuff with VCAT. They blocked me because they don't like me very much. But I've just established myself out of homelessness and I've learned a lot. And just want some comments on that. It would be really appreciated because I'm standing on this one behind my little cat and me, and publicly humiliated me and injured me. And I was actively trying to get a place, but at last minute, like it fell down. And so I wasn't stealing the car itself to carry. I was just staying there for my own well-being until I, got somewhere else. And so I'm contesting that. And just to see, if you've got some advice for me, because I'm going to go in up by myself. Stuff the lawyers, or the maritime law and blacksmith. I'm a lawyer, so just want some advice. All right, Dom?
Okay, so I'm sure the first question is, have you done the affidavit and notice of office executor?
Well, that's been sort of done, but because I had limited resources and living in the car carriage for quite some time, I actually just got out of homelessness. So I'm still trying to unpack my life. And so what I just did was basically sign bail a few times. They took me license, like plates, because I said it doesn't belong to the government. So they couldn't arrest me because my blood oath is, well, just being a woman being, just living naturally here, trying to exist like everyone else. But so they left me to sign something. I just put it in red. So I just want to know, going there, I was forced into jurisdiction, the office as it was, and my principles were against. It was duress as well. So being duress and being that I'm contesting it, I've got a video of it too. How would I be able to approach this? And this is a bit of support going forward.
Okay, so the thing is that unless you've done the affidavit, it's very hard to sort of assist because we have to have a standing and clear distinction between the living and the trust account. So it makes it a hard position because, like I said, the main reason why we do affidavit is to show there's a clear distinction between the living and the trust account, and that's the affidavit is the highest document, so it becomes the contract between the parties. So unless you haven't done the affidavit, you sort of unaidable. We sort of try and catch up, and it's a bit hard, unfortunately.
I'm there, sitting down on a ship, I'm not off sea, and I know about all that stuff. And I've gone through, I've been targeted as I'm like an individual means of dividing our soul about our Anzacs. And I've actually lived through this, and it's been a really, but there's also like our constitution that everyone has a right to travel. And whether you've got a number plate or not, it doesn't mean the government owns your car. So I the number plate proper said
but the bottom line is that you're still in their system, so to speak. So you still have to comply because so
sharp when I stand in my
and welcome to this video on how to fill out your.
We've got cross wires there again. So are you able to, whereabouts are you based? Which state? She's there, no, she's dropped out. Okay. Like I said, everyone that's, if you haven't done the affidavit, it makes it very hard for us to give you strategies and sort of feedback, etc., that we're all been in that same sort of position that we've all had to do affidavits individually. I know sometimes it takes some time to get the affidavit done, but it is really is your safety net. And we've seen firsthand how powerful the document is. I know firsthand of an individual that as soon as they found out the cops and the police, prosecutor, and also a judge, as soon as they found they had an affidavit in play, they could not get him out of this police station quick enough. That's how powerful the document is. It does work, and it is your safety net to hold those doing the wrong thing against you liable in their personal or private capacity. So it does work, and it really is powerful because, like I said, unrebutted affidavit is truth and commerce. unrebutted affidavit is your contract between the parties. So it really is imperative that you get it done ASAP and serve it. You might not need to use it, but at least it's there at your disposal, that it can be used when things go pear-shaped, and then you can hold them accountable for breaching the contract, and also your office executive documents that they try to act as executor decent tort against your trust account as well. So it really is imperative you have that in play. They can hold them accountable. And like I said,
because you know what, that's what, like I've got on video, and
it doesn't mean if they've got on video, and we know that criminals, but like I said, you don't have the safety net there with the affidavit, so that's going to make it really hard trying to hold them accountable, unfortunately. And sometimes, you know, we've had individuals come to us saying they've had something happen to them against some member of the GovCo department somewhere. Sometimes it has to be, you know, sometimes you have to bite the tongue, so to speak, and then go the path of least resistance and get your affidavit ASAP. Because like I said, if you haven't got it in place, you're leaving yourself very vulnerable, and you have no recourse when they do something that's unlawful and not illegal, because within their system it is legal because that's their rules and regulations. So we'll head on. That's not a good situation, but you know, like I said, if you can get your affidavit in, then you can get your remedy and then hold those accountable for doing the wrong thing, unfortunately, Jessica. So feel free to stay in and listen to the rest of the Zoom and all the other court questions. And like I said, we have something like 5 years worth of videos of all different topics that we've covered, and also the affidavit, and a lot of videos that Alex has done in regards to who killed Mary Jane, which clearly sets out the trust account, how it was set up when you were born, and the umbilical cord and what information. It is very powerful, but very simple to comprehend how they've done the fraud right before our eyes. So thanks for that, Jessica. We'll head over to Angela, and please stay on and listen to the rest of the Zoom. Angela, are you there? How are you?
Yeah, hi Steve Ross. Hi everyone. I was just wanting to ask a question about trusts. At present, I'm a beneficiary of a trust of land which belongs to quite a few of the tribes over here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And the trustees are wanting to sell a property, some land that many of us beneficiaries don't want sold. So I'm just wondering, how can I go about preventing them from selling said property?
So is it in a group of family members? Or?
Yes.
Because generally, if it's generally private trusts are set up for the protection assets of any and all assets for families. So that's how the elites have kept the wealth within their families. So we'd have to be unanimous that all those listed within the trust would have to give consideration to sell that property. Alex is waving as well.
Yeah, you're spot on, boss. Angela, understand the principles of a trust and trustees. Trustees must look after the assets of the trust for the benefit of the beneficiaries. So put it into writing that you as a beneficiary do not agree to the assets being sold, and that if the trustees pursue that, then they can't be trusted and are dismissed.
Oh, okay. And what form of or notice do I send them, Alex? Thank you.
You can just do a simple, it can just be titled notice. Notice to trustees. And you remind them of trust law and their responsibilities as a trustee to look after the assets for the benefit of the beneficiaries, not for anyone else.
Yes.
And that if they go against the trustees' wishes, the sale would not be valid in any manner, shape or form.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. I'll let those who do not want it sold as well, I'll let them know so that they can send them a notice as well.
Yeah, you do it in writing and you let them know that if the trustees persist, they will be dismissed as being untrustworthy.
Okay then. Thank you.
Sweet.
Thanks very much, guys.
Like that question. Thank you for that, Angela.
Cool. Cool.
Oop, okay, Alan, come on down. How are you?
Oh, great. Thank you. Evening all. Do we have an update on Ulikai, please?
Oh, do we have an update? I've spoken to him about 4 times
Does
today.
Does a bear in the woods?
Probably
I think
10
that's the
times in
question.
the other Kennedy's gunshot. No. In what respect? We're still working to get him accommodated. But there is a document that we talked about earlier on the call, which I said goes public on Friday the 13th. Well, actually, it is Friday the 13th in some parts of the world already, because we are 11 hours behind the dateline. So there are some Pacific Islands that it would be Friday the 13th. So, I mean, technically, we could release this document, Shell. That's if it's ready to go. But look, he's very, very optimistic at the moment. He's very, very grateful for all of those people who have purchased some of the merchandise that they've made available from the Royal Earth Apparel. So those of you who, if you want to support Ulikai, please go to that. I wonder if I've got the link locked in here. Yeah, I'm going to put the link in the chat window again. Every little bit helps, but I'll tell you what helps more than the financial support is the moral support, because he's been in this scenario for a long time, and it gets very, very weary. So he's of very good spirits at the moment. He's very, very optimistic, and we're hoping that we can get a beautiful property for his family, etc., in the very, very near future.
Has he been to court yet?
Sorry, what was that?
Has he been to court yet?
No. We served a whole lot of documents on the police for their process, and I think it scared the shit out of them, to be honest, because we've put them on all sorts of notices, etc., of what they've done, because what they've done is totally unlawful. So we're just quietly sitting tight on that at the moment. But this document that comes out tomorrow will shake things up massively. And I hope you all can get a copy of it as soon as possible. For those of you who I mentioned last week that we were going to meet up, Ulikai wasn't there, but we met up in Melbourne last week, and Harry joined us from South Australia. It was an absolute awesome. He walked in the door and was like, "What the hell are you doing here?" But it was beautiful to have him on board again. And we're going to have another luncheon meeting for those in Melbourne next Friday, not tomorrow, the Friday after. We have a late lunch Friday afternoon at Romeo's in Toorak Road. And we just sit there and we chew the fat and talk about all the things that are going on. And we will down the track set up our usual gatherings together with Ulikai once we move through this next period. So hopefully, Alan, that gives you enough to see that he's in good spirits. He's spending some time with some elders, so a little bit of family, blood connection, tribal connection for him at the moment, which is great. But he's very, very optimistic, and I will pass on to him your best wishes and your concerns for his well-being.
Thanks, Alex.
Yes, and when you're at romance, you will answer your phone, won't you, Alex?
Me?
Getting sidetracked, talky.
My phone's been ringing off the hook the last couple of days, so you just got to persist.
Yes. Okay, over to Charlene. Come on down, Charlene. How are you?
Very well, thank you. I've got 2 quick questions. My case, it's been going on for over a year now. Very similar to your sister's case, Stevels.
Yep.
Now, I think I've done pretty much all the documents except one. I think I need a motion to dismiss the case. I think that's what resulted for your sister's case. So
So what's
Did
just give us a quick overview. What is the reason for court?
Because I used the our own number plates, and the police stopped me basically and took me to their watch house and all that stuff.
Okay.
Basically, they detained me illegally, and then took my fingerprints and all that, mark shots and all that stuff.
Which state are you based in? So what?
Queensland. So I was,
Sounds like what
I've
happened
been
to-
going to the Ipswich courthouse.
Yeah. So it sounds like
Well-
similar thing happened to last week to another family member.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I jump in, Stevos? Because
Go for it.
just so everybody knows, having wrong, according to them, wrong number on the plates is not it's not a crime. It's not a crime against anyone. There's no victim. So they had no right to arrest you. They certainly had no right to take your fingerprints.
No.
And you could have said, no, I've not committed a crime. You can't take my fingerprints. And if they do that, then they're stealing your DNA and copyright and all of those bits and pieces.
Yeah, and I was trying to get the officer's name, the officer that was taking my fingerprints and mark shots. He refused. He just gave me his like number, service number. So I suppose he was asked before. So I know, and I've known that's all illegal. And one of my requests in the court would be to ask them to destroy all those fingerprints and mark shots that they
You
took.
don't ask them. You order. You
I
order them.
request them. I
Yeah.
order
You don't
them.
request, you require. There's a difference,
I
folks,
require,
between
yeah.
the words
I
request and require. Require is that you must do it.
And
If
if
they
they
were
request
taken
they-
unlawfully, even if they say you consented, well, they arrested you on
No,
something.
yeah, they arrest me. It's not a consent. I'm totally under duress.
Yeah. But look, don't go down the duress pathway. Seriously, I say to people, unless they've got a gun to your head, a court's not going to see it as duress
Okay.
because you could have just said no and stuck to your guns.
Yeah, but if I said no, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me out of the watch house, basically.
Then they're considering another crime
You know.
because so everybody knows only a piece of property can be held in custody. You cannot hold a living man or woman in custody. Only property can be held in custody, and they're treating you as property. And we had this recently with the Queensland Police with Nina, is they're not operating under what we think they're operating. They're operating under martial law. They're an invading military force, and they're taking you and keeping you as a domestic terrorist, as a sovereign citizen. So if you don't give your name, that's what they're taking you under. They can't prove it, but that's what they're doing. It's military. So you
Yep.
just stay calm and you accumulate your evidence. If I was in your position, I would be writing a letter to the duty sergeant demanding all of the names so that you can seek remedy.
I've got all the details. I've obtained the full brief,
Brief of evidence, yep.
including the body cam footage and all that stuff. So I've got all those details. So
Good, well
because
done.
it's been over a year now, so I've done a fair bit of paperwork since then. So the only thing is now that I've done interlocutory and all that stuff, now that the magistrates finally get to the point of doing the hearing, the proper hearing, with the two sergeants in court as witness. But I would want them to, I would like to have the case dismissed.
Well, hang on. Have you written it? Have you done your extraordinary visit as the Office of Executive Document?
Extraordinary visit? No, I don't know about this.
Notice of extraordinary visit.
No, I don't. I'm not aware of such document or template exist.
Okay, the template's here. Grab a hold of it, have a read of it. When's your case?
Yeah, if someone can send it to me, the link or the template, I'll download it.
someone will probably put it in the chat window as we speak. John's usually pretty quick on these things. When's the hearing?
Second Thursday of April.
Okay. Have they given you all the documents and all the evidence that you request?
Yeah, they've given me the full brief.
No, they've given you a full brief, but have they given you all the documents that you've requested through your notice of request for better and further particulars?
No, they
Well-
couldn't produce it, obviously, for obvious reasons, because they have no rights.
Okay.
over
So they have not produced any evidence to justify their claim of authority. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Then you can move for a notice of motion based on the fact that you requested this information and they haven't provided it, and the condition of them not providing it was that they have no authority, and so they've agreed to that by not providing the documents as requested. So therefore the matter can't proceed and it should be dismissed.
The matter cannot proceed.
Yeah. Because they've not provided the evidence requested to support their claim of jurisdiction and authority.
It's funny. Last time I was there in court, the magistrate it's a female, and she basically totally ignored the interlocutory and my request. I said, Hannah said before she just promptly started having this conversation with the police prosecutor.
Yep, that's what they
And
do.
I said, Hannah said, you haven't responded to my interlocutory request. And she said, oh, what are you after? And then she what do you,
Charlene,
what's your
Charlene.
point?
If that's the way you responded, of course they're going to ignore you. You have to stay calm and you have to say objection. And you
Yeah,
keep
that's what I
saying
said,
objection
actually.
until she stops and she says, yes, what's your objection? And you say, Your Honour has not been granted authority to hear this matter. Your Honour has not addressed the interlocutory material. You have not included it into the record. You have not ventilated it. And you are proceeding without authority and without due process.
Mm.
And if she keeps going on, you say, I'm objecting for the record again. You are now showing a bias. So, folks, you've got to stay calm and you use the word objection.
Mm.
And you wait until she comes back to you to hear what your objection is. And if she hears it and she says, well, I'm ignoring that, you say, objection, Your Honour, that's lack of due process. You should recuse yourself.
Yeah, what she did is she immediately said, oh, we will push this case to the last one because
We know they do that because
Yeah.
they don't want anyone else in the courtroom hearing what you're doing.
Yeah,
absolutely. Mm.
you're doing the right thing. That's why she's pushing it, kicking the can at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's going to test you to see how much you actually know. And she's going to try and trick you. She's going to do all sorts of things. She's going to call you Miss
Absolutely.
whatever or Mrs. whatever or something like that. And you've got to get our document. Did you call me Mr. Smith or whatever we called that document? You've got to have a read of that, folks. You must jump on them. The minute they call you Mr. or Mrs., you must jump down their throat. Get a hold of that template document, that thing, and almost learn it off by heart. Because if you answer to Mr. or Mrs., you have agreed to a change of jurisdiction. It's now in a military jurisdiction and you are the lowest rank there is. And in the military, the lowest rank doesn't get to ask questions or challenge. They have to follow orders. These are the tricks they play.
Alex, when you get into court and you can do that to them and they continue to persist throughout the matter, can you at some point say to them, look, if you want to persist with the Mr., I will accept that as a term of endearment?
No.
No, you can't accept it in any other way?
No,
Okay.
you don't tolerate it. Remember, you're the office of executor. You are the authority in that room. You say your own rules tell you you must respect all the parties. And part of respecting them is calling them by what they want to be called as. And if you insist in calling me Mr., you are disrespecting me at the very least. And
Right.
that's enough for you to recuse yourself.
Yep. Okay. Sure. We've got to really stand on that Mr. thing.
You got to
What-
stand
what
on everything, folks. You do it politely.
Yeah.
You do it politely, and inevitably they will stand the matter down and they'll leave the court. And that's when you seize control of the matter.
Alex,
Well,
it wouldn't be a good idea to turn around and then call them Mr. or Mrs., would it?
No,
They've been
No.
disrespectful and dishonorable.
no, you don't. You don't lower yourself to their level. You call them by their first name.
Yes.
They
Frank-
generally wouldn't let you know.
Frank, this
what
Frank,
their
this is
first name
unacceptable, you know. And you should also ask them to identify themselves at the beginning. Say, you're asking me to identify who I am. I've told you I'm the
Who
office
the
executive.
rest
Who are
are?
you? They say, I'm Magistrate Smith. Say, so is Magistrate your given name? Because I need to write it down. No, I'm appointed as a magistrate. So no, I need you to identify who you are. You can call me Magistrate Smith and say, well, if that's what you want me to call you, with respect, you have to call me what I want to be addressed as.
Yeah, I didn't manage to get that far in my matter because
Yeah.
I kept refusing the mister, and they escorted me out of the court and held me out of court and ruled ex parte on the grounds that I had to be a mister, otherwise they wouldn't let me in the courtroom.
Isn't that interesting? You have to be that's called Shanghaiing you. They were trying to Shanghai you aboard their ship.
Yeah. So this was after years of matters compiled together, finally in a hearing and thrown out on the mister ground, and that was the end of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to pull all these stunts, folks. They know they're in the wrong. You must stand your ground politely and calmly and say, no, that is unacceptable. I'm the office of the executor. Are you assuming the role of the trustee? Yes or no? Because if you wish to be the trustee, I will agree. But you cannot play any other role. You cannot play the role of the executor de Santot because I am the executor generalis.
Yeah.
Charlene, did your magistrate identify themselves?
No, they wouldn't. I always ask their names, and including the police prosecutor, they never give you or never give me their first name. They always use, I'm officer such and such last name. And the magistrates, I never bothered. I just say, Your Honor, this and that. But what I do is when I walk in, the first thing, I always make sure it's clear that I am the office of the executor. I'm there as the executor, for the acting as the executor for the trust. So I always make that clear. And I actually triggered so many times of those magistrates, they would, jump up and down and waving their hands in the air and all that. But at the end of the day, they couldn't continue because I declared that. So they couldn't keep going as what they planned to go. That's why the case has been played on.
Charlene, two things. If you can get them to be emotionally compromised, carrying on, they just have to lose their cool or do whatever. You quite simply say, Your Honour seems to be emotionally compromised by this matter and incapable of proceeding. You should stand down. And might I suggest seek psychiatric help. Now, the other thing I always do is that all of the magistrates are listed on the state court. So get their name before you even go in.
I think
Find
I know
out
who it
who's
is.
going to be presiding.
I think it's our favourite one.
Get their name.
I think it's the one that we had out here is now gone back to where she is. So it'd be the one that we've been invoicing heaps, and she went on mental health leave for a while.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it is because I've been there for, I would say, roughly about 10 times now. Every time I was there, it's someone else. It's always a different magistrate.
They like to change as well. Yeah, they always change.
Yeah, they always change. And also depending on which day is your hearing, it's, they change. They swap. There are like 8 of them at that particular courthouse. And they always shift in between of them. So it's
All right.
really hard
Let's not get caught up with story.
Right.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Questions answered.
So we don't have the template for that motion to dismiss the case, I suppose. So I'll just use the stuff that Alex just mentioned. And
The
now
notice of
my
extraordinary visit has been posted into the chat. That's at
yeah, I've downloaded that and yeah, thanks for whoever posted it. Now my second question is in relation to our travel document, our driver license. Is there a new form, or we just keep using the original one that we've got?
That would be something for sure.
Yep, so we now have the International Commonwealth, or whatever. Sorry, I'm multitasking at the moment. Yes, we do have an international driver's license. There is a site set up for it. The page should be live tomorrow to be able to log in and apply.
Okay.
I didn't get to getting it ready for tonight, that's all.
Okay.
So, drop a link into the chat, but you won't see it tonight. Well, I hope you don't see it tonight. Because it won't.
Can we have the link now? I won't use it tonight. I'll wait till tomorrow or even on the weekends.
Yep, absolutely. So I'll be getting up. That's what I'll be doing in the morning as soon as we've dropped this this little
Alright.
up the gov code.
Is there any other documents we need to put in, or is that going to be self-explanatory on the website? I suppose
It will be self-explanatory, so it will tell you what you need to do as you apply.
Okay, great.
That's all right. Just check your messages because I'll PM it to you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
That's all right. Thanks.
And what would be an estimate of the turnaround time, like from my lodge it and get actual driver's license, the international driver's license?
We're getting pretty quick with them now, so hang on, I'm trying to. Oh, computer's going slowly. I can't tell you. It's because everyone's volunteers, so it's whatever time is allowed. Joe is tremendous at getting them out quickly, so
Okay.
it's then a matter of how long Australia Post takes.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Appreciate that. Thank you.
That's okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
we'll
That's all.
head over to Theo now. Coming down, Theo. He's been patient there.
Yeah, hi all, how are you?
Good.
Hey Stavros. I have a question in regards to my son's just turned 16 the other day, and my wife's talking about getting a job, and I keep thinking of the tax file number, like it's sort of makes my guts churn. And the license as well. What sort of guidance could I give my son, or possibly what could I do to sort of assist? Do we avoid these things, or is the answer affidavit and office of executor, and how could that be used to sort of not enslave him, sort of thing, like how we have, I suppose?
You want to go first, Theos?
Some way I can guide him, as a father.
First of all, my first question is obviously, it sounds like you've done your affidavit. Is your wife on the same page with you with the affidavit?
Yeah, no, she's not. That's why I'm the only one here. But
Because generally, when you do the affidavit, that your biological offspring, biological creations were, and when I did mine, it was part of it that they were covered under until they're the age of 18. Then they can make their own determination of being an adult, so to speak, an age of reason to make that decision to do their own affidavit themselves to children biological creations.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. But just the thing.
Can I say something?
Yep. Yeah, Patricia.
Yeah, thanks. Regardless of the affidavit, I mean, my daughter works. She's 17 now. She's working since last year, and they ask for a tax file number, and I don't know if it's an SA law or if it's a federal law that under the age of 18, they don't have to produce a tax file number. So that would get you away for another 2 years.
Yeah.
The other thing that I would suggest is say to whoever it is, you say, do you know what subsistence is? And I say, well, what's that? I say, well, subsistence, I can save you a lot of money.
Yeah.
So if you're going to pay me $1,000 a week, you're going to have to pay superannuation. You're going to have to pay. It's going to cost you $1,400 a week by the time you get out of it, and I'm going to have to pay tax on that. So I only get $700 a week. So almost half of the money involved is going to the government, and neither of us benefit from it. However, if I work for you for subsistence, i.e. off the books, you don't have to pay all those other fees on top of that. And I'm happy to work for $900 a week, which saves you $100 a week. Well, it saves you actually $500 a week just by doing it subsistence. It's totally lawful.
Oh, yeah.
You can still claim it as a deduction. And if we did this for all your employers, we could help to get your business back on track again. So raise that issue with them.
Thanks, Alex. Is there a form you need to fill out at all? Like if they're wondering if it's lawful or
Just a simple agreement between the two parties. Just
a
simple
contract?
black and
You
white.
can draw up your own
Simple.
contract.
Yep.
You can do it on a shake of hands.
Yep.
Because that's operating in our system. That's in the living man, living woman system.
Mm-hmm.
And they
It's
can't.
a meeting of the minds. It's an agreement.
They can't come in between a private agreement between two private individuals. So
Yep.
it's out of their jurisdiction completely. So, well, that's an agreement between me and the other individual. It's got nothing to do with you.
Yep. And
It's no different when we do things such as purchasing a property in the private as well, like a private sale or private sale buying a cheap $200, $500 car. No different. If I
Yeah.
bought a pen from Alex, like a nice, beautiful red biro, it's a private agreement between him. He's I'll give it $2 for that pen. It's got nothing to do with them. It's a pretty good system that they can. You do all the hard work and they parasite and steal all the
Yeah.
money that you make for nothing. It's a bloody brilliant system. Free money.
Yeah. No, I'm fully aware of that one. Yeah, it's our Life Force Energy, and they come along and take half. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Too easy. Okay.
Beautiful.
Z. Is that
Thank you.
little Z or big Z? ZZ. Coming down, Z. Z. There we are.
Oh, hi, how are you?
G'day, how are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Right. How can we assist you tonight?
So I've got just two questions, possibly one. I got my affidavit neutralized. No, I got it witnessed by the notary,
JP,
and it's basic. It got established, and I wanted to move on to the office of executor.
Okay, so you've done the affidavit. Have you served on all the appropriate parties that you need to?
Yes.
Excellent. That's the great thing you've done. Awesome. Office executor is a simple one. There's just the two documents, executor 01 and executor 02. So the executor 01 document is simply you, the living man, establishing the office of the executor for the trust and account name. So we've had individuals before do their office executor document, read it live on the Zoom. So it's a simple, straightforward. You could do that, or you could simply just sign off as the same name that you've signed and read for the affidavit. So it's just basically that first one saying that you've established the office executor, and then if you do have the stamp, you can put a copy of the stamp that you for the office executor on that document. So it's saying any future, basically saying any future correspondence from the office executor will have bearing that symbol, your seal on it. And then the second document is the office executor document number 2. So it's cease and desist, and it lists out what will happen if those who try to contract with you without your consent, try to act as executor dissentort without your written consent, that you give them the remedy. So that will be simple. In purple, your first name, then the capital R and dot after it, and off to the side you put your office executive document. So it's a pretty simple, straightforward.
The seal. You add the seal after you basically use your autograph. You add the seal.
Off to the side, saying, you know, because when you sign, you know, first name with the R dot after it, that means R means crown. So it says that that's the official signature from the office executor. So from that point forward, that's when you sign documents from the office executor, they will always have that signature and your seal on that document. So if you haven't done, just sit down and have an idea what your seal is going to look like, the rubber seal that you stamp all your documents to authorize it. So it proves that those documents are from your office of the executor. So that's the whole reason behind the stamps, is that you authorize your documents because you're the king of your kingdom. And that just seals the document saying, you know, if they try to present any other documents in the future that are supposedly from you, that doesn't have your seals and your fingerprint and, you know, the proper signature on it, and obviously then that's not a document from you. But we always keep their originals. We send of documents out to everyone as well, because that's our proof.
Right. Okay. That's one question, and the second question is, I had a court case.
Yep.
And I basically ended up getting like kicked out the court because I basically wasn't giving them jurisdiction that they wanted.
Yep.
And the judge got up and like, because they said they couldn't proceed, and the judge got up and he basically walked out the room.
Yep.
And then it was just me and the court clerk.
Clerk of the court, yep.
Yeah, and basically he ended up trying to get the like police and like people to leave me, but I said I was invited, and they basically like ended up forcing me to have to leave and saying they're gonna send a letter to the person, but I said the person that you've invited is here. And that's what happened. And I've heard back from them from a letter, but whenever I try to go back, because they changed it to a different court, they moved it to a different court. So I didn't understand what was going on, because obviously I had this presumption maybe it's because I didn't get them jurisdiction, and then the judge basically realized that. Sorry, go on.
I think Alex has a question for you. Just wait.
You missed a great opportunity. When they walked out of the court, you could have seized control of the court and dismissed the court and closed the court down until further notice. This is why we say to people, you know, you've got to learn all of these aspects and all the things to do. Of course, they didn't recognize you. Did you go in as the office of executor?
I went in as the beneficiary.
Beneficiary's got no power. How long have you been with us, Z?
It's only more recent. I was like kind of new to this, but I had the court case that it was.
Okay, you're going into story. I ask questions that usually have a one-word answer so that I can get through things quick. So, how long have you been with us? Short period of time. You haven't had a chance to have a look at the videos and to learn a lot. Okay.
Yes.
If you watch the videos, you will learn so much faster than coming on here and asking questions that we've answered 1,000 times.
Yes.
Okay. So you need to find out about the office of the executor. If you go in as the beneficiary, what can the beneficiary do to a trust? What can you do to your grandmother's will?
Nothing.
Nothing. You've got no power. You only come into effect when the trust ceases to exist and they have to distribute stuff. You only get grandma's money when grandma dies. You can't do anything before then. So when you go in as the beneficiary, you're a nobody. You can't go in as the living man. You must go in as the office of the executor. That's why they said they couldn't deal with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you start to watch a few videos and learn, you'll realize where you did good stuff and where you missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Now, the good thing about all of these calls are all recorded. You can listen to them on double speed until you get to something that triggers your ear, and then you listen to it. You can go back over it. You can make notes. You can do whatever. Okay, that's your best path forward. Get your Office of Executor documents done and learn how the two of them work together.
Wow. I'm going to try to get it done as soon as possible.
Sweet. It's a one-page document or 2 pages. The first one, the second one, they're short compared to the affidavit. You can knock them off in 10 minutes.
And just get it witnessed. No, like get it. Am I declaring it?
Yeah, you publicly declare it. You post it somewhere, it could be Facebook, whatever, or you can read it out on here. So long as it's been publicly declared, then
That's
it's in
it.
effect.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sweet, mate.
Thanks.
Awesome. Okay, we'll go over to Mara.
Sorry, I was disconnected earlier. I told them that I'm the executor. I sent to them that I'm the executor, right? Should I not have put executrix or whatever they call it?
An executrix.
Yeah.
Well, by the letter of the law, an executor is a non-gendered position.
All right, so it doesn't matter.
What I would suggest everybody use is this term, executor generalis.
Yeah, yeah.
The executor, I am executor generalis of the so mentioned trust account. You tell them up front, I'm the executor generalis of the so named trust account. That's it. That's who you are. Now,
do you say the name, Alex? Do you say, when you say the SONA, do you say, I am the executor generalis of the
whatever trust, of the name of the trust you've just named?
Gotcha.
Okay, you don't have to name.
You don't say so name, you say the trust.
Yeah, so they call the parties, John Smith, say, I am the executor generalis of the so named trust.
Yep.
Should we not have said we are the executor of the estate/trust, because the estate came first? The trust can't come before the estate or without the estate.
6 of one, half a dozen the other of the so named estate trust. They're after the money that's in the trust.
Mm-hmm.
The trust is for the estate, but they're after the money from the trust.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you're the executor of both. So when you say I am the executor generalis of the so named, you could even say so named entity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. My second question is, do I send directions to transfer funds? Do I send it to the 3 trustees separately?
Well, I don't tell anyone what to do.
Well,
because it's your kingdom, you can do whatever you want. Are you asking me what I would do in that circumstance?
Yes.
Okay. I would send a copy if I'm sending. Is it to do with a payment of something?
No, it's to just transfer funds. Not for anything specifically.
Transfer from where to where? Because you said 3 trustees and you can only transfer from one place to one other place, I'm guessing.
No, well, on the document you've got, it's got the Attorney General, isn't it? And 2 other people, I can't remember who they are.
The Registrar General.
And Secretary of State is one, is it?
Well, you're looking at the paperwork. I don't know what you're referring to, but quite simply, you give a notice of direction to one, and the other one is copied in to let them know that you've given that instruction. So let's say it's the power company. You don't give a notice of direction instruction to the power company. You give the notice of instruction to the Registrar General, but you send a copy to the power company that says authorization has been made for that payment. If you've got any further issues, you need to talk to the Attorney General.
No, it's not to pay a bill. It's just to transfer funds. Say to buy a car or a house.
So you just send it to whoever the Registrar General is with an instruction to transfer the funds from here to the bank account of the car dealer.
Yep.
And you would copy that letter to the car dealer so the car dealer knows that you've authorized the payment.
All right. I wouldn't require it to be sent to me.
You sent it.
Yeah.
You've already got a copy. You're the one who sent it.
No, I mean the funds to be sent to me, transferred to me. Or to
I
send
think you're overcomplicating it. If you're trying to buy a car, you don't get the money sent to you. You get the money sent to the car dealer.
But like if I was wanting to purchase a house, they always want someone to prove that they've got the cash first, don't they? So I would need the cash first.
No.
You've got to say you've got a trust account to say you've authorized payment and let them deal with it directly. You've done your part of the deal. I've done it with a I think it was an insurance or actually no, it was a registration payment. So I did the letter off to the Registrar General and said I've authorized payment and let them deal with it. I've done my deal of the agreement, so I fulfilled my obligation. So I just sent they have to deal with the other party themselves.
A notice of
as a courtesy,
instruction.
and as the courtesy, I also sent them a letter to the ones who were expecting the payment, saying I've authorized payment, and I gave them a copy of that document as well, so to say everything's above board. Whether they accept it or not is on them, not me now, because I've authorized payment. Make it simple. Don't complicate it.
Yep. Your notice of direction and instruction to the Treasury, is it in effect the trustees, is exactly the same as a check. It's a bill of exchange where you've authorized payment. The bank will create a receipt for that payment when they transfer the funds.
They deem your performance as the payment.
Well, that's what I was thinking. You mentioned the Treasury there. That's what I was thinking earlier. Should we not send directions to transfer the funds? Should we not send the directions to whoever in the
Okay, whereabouts are you based, Myra?
At the Treasury.
Where are you based?
Northeast of England.
Okay, and are you new to us?
No, I've been about a year.
Okay, you need to go back through some of the videos and get hold of the processes there, because we've gone over these things numerous times on calls, and there are numerous videos, recordings of the process to follow and references to the documents that you need.
All right,
keep it simple. Basically, keep it simple. And basically, if they come back to you, if you've wanted to purchase a vehicle and you've authorized payment and they refuse or etc., then under their legislation, bills exchange, and a payment refuses means the debt is discharged. So you might be able to get the vehicle for free because it's their legislation. So they're the ones being dishonourable. So just keep it simple. Don't complicate everything. Just keep it simple. Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
That's all right. I think we are now into the court session. All rise for Alex. Okay, seated. We are now in the presence of greatness. To have the smiling assassin here tonight. How are you, Chris? how's your week been, and has your favourite customer been spotted?
No, I haven't
No?
seen. It's been really good. I love not seeing them. That's awesome. It's
Well,
I
Chris,
just keep thinking, oh, you're not looking for. I'm incognito now.
you need to get a copy of the missive that's about to be dropped to add to your paperwork.
Excellent. Yep. No, that'd be good. That would be good for sure. I'm a little bit slow with my documents at the moment. I've got a lot of things going on. I'm transferring, one bus to another at the moment, and I'm doing a lot of things. So, but I've got to catch up with some
Cool. All right. So
paperwork
what's
at the moment.
your question?
Definitely, that's coming up. Well, I've got one little document. It's notice of request for further and better particulars. It's a quick document. I'm wondering what we're doing tomorrow, if we got a Zoom, and if we could have a quick review of it.
We don't do Friday mornings anymore. This is it now.
All right, yeah.
Thursday
Right.
night. We've put them all on the one night.
Oh,
You
okay.
need
So,
beauty sleep.
yep. All right. Okay. No worries. Okay. So, it's probably a bit late now.
Well, you want to go through it next week because we can pencil you in for next week.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Great.
Book him in. Yep. Okay. Excellent. Is that a yes? No. Yep. I think it's a yes.
Yep. Yep. All good.
The ayes have it. Aye.
Yep.
Aye. Okay. Cool. Okay.
I'm
Next
on Starlink out here, and occasionally it drops out, and I get like a 7-second lag when it drops out.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Booked him in for next week. Okay. We can go through that document. Okay. I think Helen has her hand up. Come on down, Helen. This is for court questions.
Sorry, my hand keeps on coming off and on. I've just got a question regarding the media release. Where will we find that once it's released?
I'm sure they might drop it in probably Telegram, maybe. Shall we go drop it in Telegram for everyone else?
It's going to be put up on Break the Chains.
Break the Chains, yep.
That'll be the first protocol, so keep your eyes glued to that tomorrow. We're just finding the last couple of annexures to add to it now, so it should be up in the morning.
Okay, yep.
And I've got another question, if that's okay.
Chocolate milk.
Oh, is that all? That's a bargain. Yeah. A lawyer wrote back to my your conditional acceptance letter, blah blah blah, etc. And they didn't sign it. So I'm just wondering, that's not legal anymore, is it? Well, it's not binding, is what I'm getting at.
Well, we've had ones in the past from the councils that say it's had the general counsel's name on the top of the gentleman, and there was had printed down the bottom the name of the council with no signature. So, yep.
Has it got in the top left-hand corner their logo?
I think so. I think yes. I think so.
That is taken as a signed document.
It's in the right-hand side, actually.
The logo of
their logo?
Yeah, right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's all they've got. They've just got Sincerely Local Government Team from Armour. Yeah, they're lawyers, aren't they? I thought they were lawyers. Armour Group. Don't know. Yeah. So it's unsigned.
What's the issue? What's the issue?
Well, I had sent them a conditional acceptance with the, how there's, I can't think of what the word is now, on your website. And they responded with, how you say to them, can you prove, that you've got permission from the elders that, you own the land. Anyhow, so they've written back with bold writing, Constitution Inquiry, and their logo Armour, debt resolution. Oh, they're debt resolution. I thought they were lawyers. And on the bottom, it hasn't got a signature at all. It's just got sincerely local government team.
Helen, what's the issue?
Yeah.
Oh, cancel rates, cancel notice. And I
Okay.
sent.
Hang on. I got to help people because everyone gets so caught up in story. I've got to lead you to get to what the issue is. The issue is they didn't respond to your notice of conditional acceptance, correct?
Yes,
And
they
what
did
does it say?
respond, not answer all my questions. They didn't answer all my questions.
Well,
And they didn't
so
sign
you
it.
go back to them saying, thank you for your correspondence. However, you failed to answer question 1, question 3, question 5, question 6, question 7. I take you back to what the notice of conditional acceptance says, that if you don't provide those requested things within 28 days, it will be taken that they do not exist and therefore you have no authority to make a claim.
I understand that.
We will consider the matter now to be settled. However, if you persist, it will be taken that you are fraudulently trying to extort money from me.
I understand that. My question was no signature on the letter. I thought that wouldn't have been
Doesn't matter. You just refer to it in your response. I received a correspondence from, quote, legal team or team, whatever it is. That was the quote.
Yep.
It did not answer the questions. Therefore, under the notice of conditional acceptance, you have agreed by not supplying them that they do not exist.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you might title your letter Notice of Agreement through Tacit Acquiescence.
Oh, okay, thank you. Rightio.
Cool.
Yep.
And Helen, just for your benefit, just understand that when I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to get the talk to everyone, so I'm clear about the process. Okay?
Okay. Yep, thank you very much.
Right.
That's what I've got. Thank you.
The Wizard, is that it's night time over there now? Beach last week, you get around.
That was Canberra the other day. Point of fact, in 24 minutes, it will be tomorrow in the mainland of Aotearoa.
There you go. So what Shell said earlier is they're just finding the last 2 annexures for this document. The document itself is only 1.5 pages. No, hang on. The actual document.
They do. Yeah.
It's not even maybe 2 pages. It's 3 pages, I think, is the actual document. And then there's a press release that goes with it, which is a 1.5 pages. And then there's approximately 10 annexure documents that are referred to. That
Most likely see it on Telegram.
yeah, you'll probably see it there. But yeah, it'll be available, and everyone sit back, put your shoes up, and have a good read, and think about the implications. Righty, thanks, Wiz.
Watch some people's brains explode, possibly. Nick, yes, Nick.
Good evening, Alex, and good evening, Stevos. How are you?
Good, mate.
Good.
That's the way. I've just got like a question, like regarding the affidavit to my ex. Do I send it to her because now like the case is settled? Do I send because like I've got the divorce papers and so forth, and I've sent them back twice, and I've put them like on notice. Now I'm expecting the 3rd time for it to come back. Is that right?
Hang on. Now that the case is settled.
For the IVO.
So it's been settled.
With consent.
Beautiful. So everything panned out the way we wanted it?
Yeah, for 2 years maximum.
Well done, because that's the maximum they can do it anyway.
Yeah, that's what she was going for.
So you didn't have to have a hearing.
Correct.
So I'm guessing you're pretty grateful.
I am. Thank you very much.
Awesome, mate.
I am.
See what happens when you just stay calm and you do the simple things?
Yeah, it
Now,
does.
when it comes to the divorce,
Yeah.
why have you not sent the papers back?
Well, I haven't got the address for her lawyers. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yep.
Okay.
So
I'm
not your problem then.
so I'm waiting but this is where I want to just clarify. My question was, with the, do I send her once when I do get the paperwork? Do I
No,
send
no. Nick, what did you not learn, mate? You don't send her anything. You don't contact her. You don't do anything. You do nothing.
No, not to her, to her lawyers.
No, and if you don't know her lawyer's address, you can't
No,
contact her.
no, but once when I do know it,
Well, let's do things one step at a time. Are you going to spend all your waking minutes trying to find out where her solicitors operate from?
no, I couldn't care less.
Couldn't care less. So get on with your life.
Yep.
Wait for them to find you, and they will serve you the divorce papers. They'll find you wherever you are at work or whatever, and they'll serve you the papers. And you very gratefully will say, "Oh, thank you so much. I've been looking forward to getting these."
Oh man. Okay.
Okay? And now, because now you've got them, the ball's back in our court.
Yep.
Because did you remember that document I gave you about the divorce stuff, the 100-page document?
Yeah, I've gone through it and I've done it.
Guess what you get to do?
Serve that on them.
You get to use that as well. Because we're not challenging the divorce.
Right.
We just want to make it clear that the divorce is the dissolution of the two trust accounts. It's got nothing to do with the common law marriage.
Correct.
Happy to do that. And it comes down to how we divide the property.
Right.
I went through that with you.
Yeah, you did.
As your way to do. So I'm guessing that you've come on to tell us you're very, very grateful because the process worked.
Yeah, I am.
And
Awesome. Glad to hear it.
Weights off his shoulders, yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge relief. Like I was, as Alex knows, I've been stressed out of my mind, and it's been like, oh.
I know, Nick, I've been really tough on you.
Yeah, no,
I've been really tough on you because we have to learn, stay calm, do what needs to be done. Don't think ahead, don't carry on.
Yep.
Just do the simple things one step at a time.
Yeah.
You got the result that we went for.
Yeah.
Well done.
Get your ducks in a row and just do it as the timeline, pop them off, yeah. And in 2 years' time, what now you can say she's someone else's problem now.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I have. I have. Don't worry. I have. So I was just like, good luck to you, mate. You know, like, yeah. But like, thank you
But
so
here's the
much.
thing, Nick, is if you don't change because of the process, then it's been a waste of time.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
No,
hoping that you've learned, because we've had a lot of in-depth discussions, and I hope you've learned a lot about your behavior patterns
yeah, I have, mate.
and how to address them.
Yeah.
Okay. And that will put you back in control of your life because you were running wild.
Yeah.
And that's when it comes back to kick on you. So I'm very, very proud of you, and I'm very proud for you.
Thanks,
that
mate.
you got the result that you wanted because you stuck to the simple things. Well done.
I appreciate you guys as well, and I thank God for coming across you guys when I did, because I was on the verge of giving up, you know, and then just somehow I have no idea. Like now, just looking back and coming to you guys, it's just like I found my people, you know, like it's
Well, you
man,
have
it's a
found your
huge relief.
people. I hope more than you finding your people, you've actually found yourself. That
Yeah,
you see yourself differently now, and
100%.
it's modifying the way that you look at life, because you've got so much to offer when you stop worrying about things you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, well, yeah, like in my field, like as my job, like we're always thinking ahead, you know, and I suppose that's where it comes from, like always ahead.
Forward planning's essential,
Mm.
but obsessing on the forward planning is not.
Ah,
Okay. All right. Well done, Nick.
thanks, mate.
Excellent.
Appreciate it.
You didn't have
Love
to
you
use 4x2 on you. That's all good. Okay, we'll go over to Ruth. Here you go, Ruth.
Hi. Hi, guys. So just new to the group. Hi everyone. I've got a question for Alex. It's something to do with marriage, like the marriage
I'm
contract.
flattered,
She's going to
but, you know,
propose to you, Alex.
well,
Welcome
okay,
to
my
Thursday
first
Night
response
Matchmakers.
is my
Yes.
first response is go and see a psychologist.
Don't say
No.
that.
Fire away, Ruth. How can we help you?
Yeah, so my partner and I have been together for quite some years now. We've got a daughter together. And so he's not a citizen of the country. So I'm a citizen and I'm planning to do this marriage thing so to help him stay in the country as well. You know, financially it's better for us, like work-wise. Yeah, so I've done some research about, you know, being on the safe side of the law, whatever it is. And I found out something about recension. Like after we sign the contract, what is the recension thing? So I'm not sure.
Sorry, the sound's gone really funny. I can't. The thing we're trying to do is we're trying to not be citizens of Australia.
Right.
Okay. What I would be suggesting is rather than trying to get him to become a citizen of Australia, is for him to work towards being accepted as a national of Terra Australis by being accepted by a First Nations tribe as part of the land here.
Right. I mean, we're just sort of like in a time crunch right now. So I'm not sure how long the National of Australis, of Terra Australis process will take.
It's an autograph. This is a path that we're going down, is being recognised. Whereabouts were you born?
I was born in Zambia.
In Zambia, and he was
Yeah.
born in
Nigeria.
okay, both of which I think come under the Commonwealth banner.
Yeah, we were ruled by the British, yeah.
Okay, I would strongly suggest that you get a hold of this document that's going to be dropped tomorrow and get a hold of the repercussions of that, because that's going to change the whole concepts of whether you actually want to be an Australian citizen or not.
Right.
See,
So
according to the government, I'm an Australian citizen. Okay, I've never been offered citizenship because they tell me, according to their legislation, that if I'm born on this land, I'm automatically a citizen.
A citizen,
But I have a
right.
right to say thank you, but no thank you. And I've revoked that. I said, no, I'm a
Okay.
national of Terra Australis.
Right. So I actually decided to become a citizen when I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, well,
So
I
what's-
didn't know about all these things back then.
Okay. So are you new to us here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch as many videos as you can. Get your affidavit done. Read the affidavit. Get your Office of Executor done. And understand one of them is to defend you from the corporate system, and the other one is for you to take action against the corporate system in their system.
Right. So with this National Terra Australis, where can I find like guidelines? Is that on the videos that you're talking about of how to do it?
It's if you get the affidavit, that's a good place to start.
Okay.
Start with your affidavit first, because read it as you do it. Because there's lots of stuff in it. You're going to say, oh, I wonder why that's in there. And then you go, must be there for a reason. And then you start to think for yourself. Okay.
Right. Okay.
How old's your bub?
She's 2 and we've got another one on the way.
Oh, cool. Whereabouts are you on this land? Where are you living at the moment?
We're in Sydney, Liverpool area.
Liverpool. So if there's anyone here is in the Sydney, Liverpool area, just drop Ruth a private message and say, hey, you're just around the corner from me. You're in the next suburb. You know, you're not alone, and start to build your network. Because we've got a few people who are up around the swimming pool up there.
Oh, great.
Cool.
All right,
Anything else?
Yeah, another question. So when I give birth to my baby, how do I go about registration and all that stuff?
Okay. Are you pregnant at the moment?
Yes,
How many months are you at the moment?
I'm 6 months.
Okay. I need to send you a copy of a book. It's called
Right.
In the Womb of the Goddess. It's about having a lotus birth, having a free birth for your child. Okay?
Right. Do I require like a midwife for that? And
No. If you do things properly, no. You can birth at home.
I wanted to do that with my first, but my partner wasn't comfortable with that, so we ended up
Oh,
going to.
I love it when a man's not comfortable with the fact that a woman wants to have a home birth. Oh, I don't feel comfortable about that. Right. You're not the one having the baby. All right? I'm the one having the baby. I'm going to have the baby where I want to have the baby. That's it. End of story. And your job is to make me as comfortable as I want to be. The reason he said that, because he feels disempowered.
Right. He's always thinking of what ifs, what if.
Yeah, well, he needs to read this book as well. Okay, I'm just going to think if I've got a copy of it here on me, and I'm going to send it through to you. Right, there you are.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this video on how to
Stevos,
fill out.
can you just hold the fort while I just find this?
No worries. Okay. We'll head on. Now we'll head over to April then. Come on down, April. How about you?
Hi. So I've just had my affidavit signed today by JP.
Woohoo!
Stevos, yeah.
Yep, awesome.
But she did cross out a few things and do a few things. So in the annexes, she's written a few things, and then she crossed out, I have confirmed the live being by photograph. She said, I saw the face of the deponent. I confirmed the person's identity with a birth certificate. And she signed it. Is that okay? Because she did not actually see a photo of my deed poll name. There is no photo of me as a baby with my original mother given names.
Now, all she's doing is she's witnessing your autograph as who you say you are.
So
Now,
she took it upon herself to say, no, I've got to cross that out because this isn't right. No, I don't
She
see a
can't do
photo
that.
of, your Bindi.
Hang on. What did she cross out? Did she cross out paragraphs?
Yeah, no, just when it says before me, name of witness.
Oh, the
and
bottom,
as
at
a
the bottom,
witness.
yeah, because
bottom.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the witnessy stuff.
Yeah,
She
that's
crossed
fine.
out.
No, that's fine because she's got two
Wait,
choices.
Alex, are you sure? Because she crossed out, and as a witness, I certify the following matters concerning the living being, crossed it out and put, I saw the face of the deponent, I confirmed the person's identity.
That's it.
Fine.
Ah, thank you. And Alex, she's put, this is the annexure marked A referred to in the affidavit of Bindi April, confirmed before me, 12th of March 26, Carla, JP number 138149.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Is that okay?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Job done. Well done.
Because it didn't say in the things that she needs to sign the annexures. And she's
No,
like, I
but
need to just approve.
She knows she has to sign the annexes.
Yeah.
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 She knows
She
she
had
has
to look
do
at
that.
them. Yeah. And she let me sign in red. She loved it. She's like, it's fine. You do whatever colors you want. So I did. I signed my soul name in purple, sold my mother given name in red, and I did every page. Bindi April, and she put Carla. So it's done.
There you go.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, easy as that. Now you give Office of
Thank you.
Executor.
Apparently I've got to wait 3 days, or someone said you can serve it, wait 28 days and do it then. It's up to the person.
No, the Office of Executor you can do straight away. You don't have to wait for that.
But you just change the wording saying, no, I haven't served it. I've served it, but it's not yet in the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I was so nervous. I made a boo-boo. I wrote Sawtell messy, but I went over it. She said you can put it to the side neater if you want, but I left it. It looks okay. They know my address anyway, and I was so nervous that she'd say, no, you can't write in red.
Their only job is to witness you sign a document, and then to confirm any.
But we know they don't do that.
Well,
we know they're nosy.
Most of them do.
She said to me, tell me, what is this about? What is this about here? And I was like, my freedom, my future, my empowerment. She's like, love it.
Cool.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you, Selma.
Go and have a chocolate milk. That's what I do.
Stop it. No. I don't have sugar. Can't have sugar. Makes me crazy. But yeah, I feel like.
Yes, chocolate makes it crazy. Yeah, what are you on about?
No, don't use sugar. Use monk fruit instead.
Honey, raw honey, passion fruit, strawberry. I feel like my intuition knows it's okay. It's okay, but I keep thinking, but what if something's off? But I'm just, wow. It's been a month and yeah.
Cool.
Thank you so much, Sivos, Alex, Selma.
Okay, we'll go back to Jessica. Have you got your volume? Because it was a bit hard listening to you last time. The volume was quite low. You there? Oh,
Hello?
That's better. We can hear you now, nice and clear.
Can you hear me? Yeah, good. I've got another question. Like I was just saying, because like I'm living in the known land of the Terrace Australis and stuff like, but in the Victoria state of Glenroy. I was wondering if there's anybody that can give me a hand or maybe meet up with Alex or something like that sometime. Because I know a lot of different things as well, but it's quite confusing as well at the same time, because I do overstand a lot of things. I've gone through a lot of shit, but I just want to know how to regurgitate the treason and the Star Chamber courts, and just a bit of a bit of a nudge or someone, because I'm on my own. I just got out homelessness, so I'm just trying to.
So if there's anyone that's out around the Glenroy area that may be able to meet up with Jessica and perhaps assist her. She's had a pretty tough run.
I've learned a lot.
She's been pulling herself out of it pretty much on her own, which you've got to take your hat to. Because a lot of the time people, when they get in these circumstances, they play the victim card, and Jessica hasn't. She's been there fighting for herself and for all her everything. So she's done it tough. So if there's anyone around the Glenroy area that can assist her in some way, please send her a message. And just so everybody knows, as I said earlier, we're going to have lunch at Romeo's in South Yarra, Toorak Road, South Yarra, next Friday.
Oh, wow.
Not tomorrow, the Friday after that, at around about 2:00. And we all meet, we have a bit of a chat, a beautiful food there. And we get to meet as the extended family that we are. So maybe you can find your way into.
I will be there. If you can message me, that'd be great. And the details, I'll be there.
Yep.
Definitely. Yep.
Romeo's in South Yarra.
I'm a sponge for knowledge. Yep. I'll just send me. You got my number, but yeah, send it to me and I'll be there.
I've just given you the details. I don't make promises. I'm so busy doing stuff.
So it's on the chat.
Giving you the information now. So that's it.
All
righty. Anything else?
I'm just trying to find it, Alex. It's really hard with all the messages because I'm limited with my phone. It's stupid, but the affidavit download.
That's all right. Just remember, Romeo's in Toorak, South Yarra, 2 p.m. next Friday. That's for everyone. It's an open invitation.
Look for the guy with the Indiana
Thanks,
Jones hat and a 10-litre bucket full of chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Love it, darling.
Okay.
God
All
bless
righty.
you.
Okay, we'll get the final question for the night will be from Zed again. Come on down, Zed.
Come on, Zed.
Hello.
Fire away, Zed. What's your question?
So I've got a question. It's about the birth and the birth certificate, because my last born, he wasn't registered. He didn't
Okay,
have
Zed, I'm going to cut you off because this part of the meeting is about people who have specific court cases running, whereas you're
Right.
talking about stuff that is covered by so many different videos. It's not funny. So watch the videos, and then if you're not sure of something, come back to us, because otherwise I'm going to repeat stuff that I've said 1,000 times. And
Yeah,
this part of the meeting is specifically here for people who have matters before court. If we have time, we might do some rest, but we're finishing the call. So
no, I understand, but I was just wanting to see if you come across this incident before, because my son is not registered. So
yeah, my daughter's not registered either, and that was my choice. Yeah. My daughter's not registered, and she's got a passport. Work that one out.
yeah, and yeah, my son's got a passport as well.
So what was the question?
The question was, basically, how do you basically, is my child in the system or is it not in the system?
Well, only you can find that out. I haven't got a magic crystal ball here that I can go, oh, they're in the system. Because anyone can register your child. Anyone can register it. It's a question whether they've done it lawfully or not.
With your consent, yeah.
But if have you enrolled, how old's your child?
He's 2.
Okay, so you haven't enrolled him in kindergarten. You haven't enrolled him in anything else. So unless you've specifically enrolled him somewhere with a surname, then he's not on their system. Where was he born?
He was born in United Kingdom.
Where was he born? Home or in a hospital?
He was born in the hospital.
Okay, then the hospital will have a record of him being born, and they may have registered him without you knowing. Did you sign any papers when you were at the hospital?
No, what I've got is affidavit of birth.
Well, I haven't seen the document. Who did the affidavit of birth?
A solicitor.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Yep.
It's probably in the system.
Yep.
Okay.
But without seeing the document, I can't say for sure. But if it was done by a solicitor, then they don't work for you.
Notary.
Notary. Well, notary, that might be different.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll find out in the next couple of years when you go to put them into kindergartens and things like that. You'll find out.
All right, then. Thank you. That was it. Thank you.
Until then, just enjoy having that beautiful child around you all the time.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Because I've got to tell you, the years fly past so fast. I mean, I bet you think to yourself, my God, it was only yesterday he was a baby and now he's walking.
Yeah, scary.
He'll be asking, before you know it, he'll be asking to borrow the keys to the car.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
All
All righty. Hey, look, from my perspective, this was a great call tonight. Lots of good information there for everybody. Lots of new people coming on board, which is great. Get the message out, inform people. A lot of people don't want to hear this stuff because they oh, no, I just want to stay in my bubble and completely be shafted by the system all the time. And then they complain about it. You say, hey, if you're not going to do anything about it, I don't want to hear you complaining about it.
Yep.
Otherwise, get on the call and we'll help you. So, as Cat's Rule, you trying to sneak a question in before midnight?
I am. So sorry that gets smack my bottom.
Put
Sorry.
him in the naughty room. Put him in the naughty room, Shell.
Yeah, I'll put on the spike-covered gloves.
I've just got I'm just putting it out there. I'm in the Northern Rivers, and I would love to have
But you
some.
want to get out because they're running.
Well, they can do, yeah,
Yeah.
but not too bad at the moment. Look, I'm just putting it out there. If anyone's in the Northern Rivers area, I'm out near Kyogle, just 10 k's south in a place called Kawangla. I work around Northern Rivers, so I could be in Alstonville or I could be up in Murwillumbah, and I'm just looking to, you know,
Touch base, form community.
yeah, just be part of yeah.
Northern
That's it.
Rivers, is that up your way, April? Is that because you're
Yes,
further
I
up, aren't you?
actually, that's where we had our baby Ballina, which is right near you there, Cats Rule. So I'm probably the closest. I'm happy to help. I'm serving my affidavit. I'm scanning it through to Selma tomorrow. I'm here to help.
Sometimes it's good to just have someone that you can talk to, because there's a lot of people out there that you can't even talk to about this.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
There's a few other
Yeah,
people
dude.
up
I
around.
Yeah, I'm
want
just
more
down the road at
people too.
Grafton.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Grafton's an hour away from me.
So April, you're in Ballina.
I was, but I want to get the hell out of here. The rentals are crazy high and hard, and I wanted to be in Coffs. My soul just said go to Coffs. So here's my email.
All right. No,
Right,
thank
you guys keep in touch,
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
and
We
we'll
can
hear about
Zoom.
all these exciting things. Wait till you see this document's being dropped tomorrow.
Yeah, I
and
want
the
to see it.
repercussions of it. I
Yummy,
think
yummy,
Shell
yummy.
said it's going to go out through the Telegram group. For those of you who want to keep in touch outside of these meetings, there's a Telegram group. There's a couple of homing pigeons
Oh, Jam.
or something. I don't know.
Grill Gram group as well. Yep, Grill Gram.
So well done. Nice to get some good messages back for people who've got some good results happening.
Yep.
For those of you who are thinking, oh, but this is going on forever, that's a great sign, because they like to squash you quickly. And if they can't do that, you know you're winning. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Steve Oz, for doing an awesome job, as you are. Special thank you to all of the people behind the scene with the glues doing the press release and everything who've been working on that. Rachel, Nina, Steve Oz, of course, and all the other members of the glue who are around, because it really does make a difference. And we could not do this without the support of everyone.
And our
This is an
Super
easy job.
Shell, on your
No.
Super Shell, and also our wonderful Selma. Okay, like I said, things are happening tomorrow. Just keep in touch, have a look on our Telegram, see the fun ensure. I'm sure they're going to see some more craziness as the rats scramble and before the ship starts sinking big time. Keep doing what you're doing, everyone. You're doing awesome jobs pushing back against the GovCo and the system, and holding these ice holes.
Ice holes.
accountable. That's the best thing. Ice holes, yes.
Yeah. Can I just check, Ruth, did you get that document through that I sent? It's if you're still on.
She's there.
I'm still here.
Did that document come through?
Through chat?
Yeah, send it through the chat window.
No, I just got your email.
Okay, if you go
So-
back earlier, I sent it through to you. I'm going to send it.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it again just before we disappear.
Right.
I think this is the one I'm after. Okay. All right, so I'm sending it through to you again.
Well, let's sing for him.
Should be arriving. Tall and tan and young and lovely.
Tequila.
The girl from Ipanema.
Got it.
Beautiful.
First complete draft.
All right, everybody. And
That's all right.
just for some of you who may not know about this, we have another Zoom call on a Wednesday night, which we call our Galactic call. And that's for the people who are interested in stuff outside of the norm. as in what are the higher dimensional agendas for the planet, who's doing what. It's all the boogity pulp stuff that goes way beyond being a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracist. This is the ones that padded cell side people and aliens and all. So if that interests you, it's a different Zoom link, but it's on a Wednesday, every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. We have the talks, and they're pretty interesting, powerful talks outside of all of this stuff for those of you who are interested. Also, to remind about Ulukai's site to assist him. Buy a mug, buy a T-shirt, buy something like that. It's not so much about the financial support, although it helps. It's about the moral support that he actually sees that people do get behind him. So it's a little thing for us, but it means a lot to him. And he's been very, very grateful for all the support that he's got from so many people. Mars, I don't know if you're on tonight, but Mars, again, big thank you for your contribution. Ulukai, really appreciated it. And I do pass on all the messages, and Alan, I will pass on your message to him as well and your concern, because it does make a difference to him. So thank you on Ulukai's behalf. Thank you all so much.
Can I just say the next Galactic Zoom, the Wednesday night one, is 25th of March.
Yeah, 25th. We had one last night, which was a cracker.
Yeah, it was.
And we put the link up here, but understand, and you'll understand when you come on, that it's a private link.
Oh.
It's really private, because we don't want nutcases coming on to the call, because we've got enough nutcases on the call.
It is, yeah.
It's full of us.
We've got no empty seats. So Shell's put the link in there. Thank you, Shell. And it's the same password as for here. So every second Wednesday night, and you're more than welcome to drop in. We cover all sorts of stuff. What's really under the ground in Egypt, what the true agenda and what the true history of the planet is, Tartaria, Nibiru, you name it, we cover it all for there. So who if you're interested, who Jesus Christ really was. And who Mary really was. So don't think that information doesn't upset a few people. Ooh. But we cover all that sort of stuff. All righty.
I think it's
beautiful.
Yeah.
I think on that note, we should all just go and have a chocolate milk.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Everyone.
Thanks,
for a great
Alex.
night.
Night, Mariella.
to everyone.
Night, Bob.
Bye.
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 Ciao.
Selma.